Morning and welcome back to another video, and today is a noob's guide to selling Transmog. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so Transmog. Transmog is obviously the ability to take the appearance of a item, so to speak, and then placing that appearance on your armor, and people pay a lot for this. Now, specific items actually sell for a lot because they have such a unique appearance on them. This is why they sell so much, and due to the fact of their drop chances throughout, meaning that the price will get higher, such as when the glorious leg plates were insanely hard to get a hold of. They were selling for hundreds of thousands of gold. Now obviously they have dropped since the latest patch, and I did do a video on this about how to sell Transmog a while back, but I thought we should actually talk about this again and re-establish what's actually going on within the Transmog market at this moment in time. Now, all in all, if you want to get into Transmog selling, I would highly recommend that you understand your supply of demand. The demand for Transmog varies on the item in question. Now, multiple different types of Transmog are listed on the auction house, and only a few of them sold each and every day. This is throughout all of everyone's auctions of Transmog. This is because only a niche amount of people, and I say niche, only search for certain types of Transmog, and when that person finds that one piece of Transmog that they think is cool and they want it, they will pay for it. So the supply of this demand is super niche, and this means that you're going to want to gain a variety of different items. Now, we will get into low-end and high-end Transmogs, but as the point at this moment in time, we will focus mainly on the high-end for this example. Now, high-end Transmogs are really mainly for the fact of the supply of demand that I've just explained, and people are searching for that one item in question to finish their piece of Transmog and make themselves look pretty cool at the end of the day, because it's literally just making your character look cool. Now, we'll take the glorious leg plates for instance, and the glorious leg plates are obviously a niche item because not everyone is searching for this item. Take for instance, you have your glorious leg plates, you place them on the auction house, and in 30 days you still haven't sold them. This is because you've only got one pair of glorious leg plates on the auction house. This is still keeping up with the supply of that particular item, but you have to bear in mind that there is multiple people searching for all kinds of different types of Transmog. This is why you're wanting to build up a surplus of loads of different types of appearances and Transmogs on the auction house, as they really do take a long time to sell. Now, my baseline for getting started with Transmog is at least having 1,000 auctions of Transmog. This does not mean that the materials or pieces of stuff that you actually find when you're actually running these farms and you sell those on the auction house as well. This means actually 1,000 pieces of Transmog, and I mean different pieces of Transmog, not all of the same appearance. Now, people are searching for different types of Transmogs, such as your Imperial Plate. These ones can be crafted from a blacksmith, but yet they are still in a niche, obviously, because not everyone wants to look like a Stormwind Guard. This is why you need a variety of different types of Transmogs on the auction house in order to gain sales. Now obviously I stated that the baseline is about 1,000, but I usually go for that marker and then head up to 2,000 different types of auctions on the auction house in order to gain multiple streams of gold through all the different niches of Transmog. That being the case, let's get into low-end and high-end Transmogs. Okay, so we're going to start off with the high-end and we'll work our way backwards. High-end Transmogs are like the glorious leg plates or the replica gear and all those types of stuff. These ones can fetch a pretty penny once they have sold, yet their sell rates are rather low sometimes on most realms. Now this is because that obviously the niche that we were talking about, certain people are searching for that certain item. These particular items usually have a low drop chance in dungeons, such as the Jinsu sword and in Alderman, and this actually provides the value for this, as they're searching for this, but yet the drop chance is so low and the supply obviously isn't there if you're not farming it to actually obtain it. Now, selling this on these types of items on the auction house take absolutely months to sell. If you're lucky, you can sell it in about a month, but you are looking for a few months to even sell just one of these high ends. Depending on your realm, as it could be low pop or high pop, it does depend on your realm. As the higher pop your realm is, the more competition you'll get, but the more frequent sales if you keep on top of this. Now, low-end servers, it takes absolutely months to even sell just one item, and this is why they sell for higher and higher on the low-end pop servers. Now, we aim for mid-range or RP servers, mainly because RP players are more likely to transmogrify their characters and make them more unique. Making your character more unique is absolutely essential for your RP character, as they have background and dialogue and all that jazz, and they want to make their character feel like an actual character instead of, you know what I'm saying, they want to roleplay. Going on to mid-pop servers, so medium-end pop servers, blah blah blah. These ones I find to be the best for farming multiple streams of transmog and provide me with the most necessary sales. My current realm at this moment in time is Thunderhorn, and I usually make a pretty penny on this realm with the transmog market. Now, we go over to things like the RP realm of Argent Dawn, and you will still gain high-end sales, but you need to be able to keep on top of your transmog market, as it can be undercut rather easily. This is why I focus more on the medium pop servers, as the frequency of sales is still high-ish, but yet I'm still getting a frequent amount of sales, and I'm also gaining less competition when I'm posting these on the auction house, so I can leave them for about 24 hours and not have to do a cancel scam through that entire thing. But when it comes to low pop servers, you probably could leave it for the 24 hours and not have to give any cares in the world when you're actually farming transmog. Do not get me wrong, you can still make gold on low-end servers. You're just going to need to increase your variety of your transmog in order to gain sales. Now, moving on to mid-end transmog, and this is kind of like RFD, Strathhome, and you're searching for like the bind on equip blue, so to speak, or the skull shield or the skull flame shield. These items have a higher drop chance than what the other ones do. Well, besides the skull flame shield, that one takes forever to drop for me, but that being the case, they drop far more frequently than the others. This actually determines the price of low-end transmog, as they are more common to drop. So you can see a fluctuation in price due to the drop chance on these items and the demand for this item through your TSM, as it is shown in sell rate. Obviously, sell rate is a bit screwed up at this moment in time, so do not take my word for gospel on this one until those problems have been resolved. Now, obviously, selling low-end transmog may not sell for all that much. They may sell for about 300, 500 gold a piece, but actually they sell the most frequently, mainly because they are cheap, and most people don't have a lot of gold, so they do somewhat spend that little bit of gold for these little transmogs, as they are far cheaper and you still can get the somewhat same look for the higher price. I personally sell an array of everything, and to get started I would recommend farming up only low and medium end transmogs, mainly for the fact of their RNG compared to the high end transmogs is considerably a lot higher, and you can bulk out your auction house when getting started on selling transmog. Now, to gain your 1000 items of transmog, I recommend that you do Zul'Farrak, RFD or Razorfen Downs. Zul'Farrak is located in Tanarus, and this is a relatively easy dungeon to do, and it is far more easier to actually farm up 10 ton of items from this dungeon. Razorfen Downs is literally just north of Zul'Farrak if you just keep going up near the 1000 needles, and this one can be done as well very, very easily. Just follow the path you would do if you were farming, if you were actually on a alt and you were leveling through that dungeon. Just gather up all the mobs and burn them down, and just pray to RNGs as you get something. Now, Dire Maul obviously has a different style of route, and I recommend Dire Maul to actually gain your mid-end transmogs, as this provides you with additional herbs and cloth as well. So even if you don't get some of the mid-ends and you get 10 ton of low ends, you're still going to come out with a load of gold per hour. The average per hour for Dire Maul, and is my top farm for farming up transmog, is around about 100,000 gold per hour looted item value. We will get into looted item value a bit later on. My next one would be, after doing this, is Stratholme. Stratholme is relatively easy to do, as it's basically just to gather up and smash them down and run out and reset the instance. Most of these dungeons are run in, reset the instance, and obviously destroy them in the meantime. But this will bulk out your auction house of transmog. Now, the last one that I do recommend is a TBC farm, and this is the Shattered Halls. This is a very linear dungeon, and this is literally just run straight, and you will gather up all those mobs and burn them down. Just remember to not set it to heroic, as you can only do the heroic one every single day. But if you do the heroic, and then you do the rest of the 9 runs on normal, then you will get a bag of primals at the end of the heroic one. Now, the Shattered Halls I recommend mainly because TBC items are usually listed on the auction house, and they do sell rather well because the Burning Crusade items just look pretty damn cool in my opinion as well. But let's get into looted item value. When you see transmog farms and they say 100,000 gold looted item value, or 200,000 gold per hour, this is just to showcase what the items are worth, not necessarily what they're actually going to sell for. So you could farm up a 100,000 gold farm, such as Dire Maul, and then post those on the auction house, and you feel that you're going to get that 100,000 gold pretty much near on instantly. Unfortunately, this is not how it works. This is why most transmog farmers will state it's looted item value, because that's what all of those items are worth altogether. And obviously transmog takes a longer time to sell. This is why you need your variety to gain a regular stream of income with transmog. So looted item value obviously means that that is what the item is worth, but not necessarily how long it's going to sell for before you see that return on your investment, or if it will sell at all. That being the case, guys, I hope you like this video. This is a noob's guide to selling transmog. I hope this has been kind of informative about getting started with selling transmog. And if you've got any comments or actual suggestions, I will be happy to actually make more in the future. Now, I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more like this, please feel free to give this video a like. And as always, have an awesome day, guys. Yeah.